just know that just because I love it, I'm not recommending you guys go out and blind buy shit. Don't do it. If you want to, if something I say triggers you to maybe try a sample or borrow a spray of your friend's perfume because he's got it or she's got it or something, that's great. But I never recommend anybody going out and blind buying anything, especially on my recommendation, because I am no expert. I'm just somebody who has loved perfume for many, many years, and I know what I like. But that doesn't mean it's something you will like. So I just need to put that out there, because I don't want anybody buying anything because I recommended it and then them being disappointed. I don't even want you buying it because I recommended it and being happy with it. I want you to use your own nose. I want you to do you. And, you know, if you want to try something, or, you know, I mean, if you want to blind buy it, that's fine. But I hope you do your research and realize that it's not just because of something I said. I don't need that kind of pressure. Hi, everyone. I'm Moody Boo, and I'm back with another perfume review. And this is another good one. And this is by Prin, and this is Anatolia. It just comes in these little 1-ounce bottles, but I love them. They're stackable. They're tiny. They take up no room, but yet they've got nice corners on them to put them in a corner of a shelf if I need to, or, you know, up against another perfume bottle. You know what I mean. So it's a thing for me. I can't help it. But I love these size bottles. The perfume itself, I don't remember. It's a pretty deep, it's like mid-range as far as cost goes for it. I have the whole Prin Discovery set coming because I'm so impressed with Anatolia. I am so crazy about it. Now there's 3 notes I've really gotten into in 2020 that I had not really explored much previous to this, not much. And one is tea. I've talked about that I'm really starting to get into some tea perfumes for spring and summer for hot weather. But it's not one that you wear during cool weather, in my opinion anyway. Then cherry. Oh my God. I'm so into cherry right now. I just love cherry. And I know I'm doing a battle of the vanillas, but I've always loved vanilla, so it's nothing new. But the third note I've really gotten into the last several months is dates. And that's what, for me, is a sweet date, almost candied date perfume. So Anatolia is lacquer and leather and dates and honey and suede and oud and chocolate and incense. And there's some apple and cinnamon and amber and I think some cumin or something in there. And I don't really get most of that. And this does not have a big up and down either. It doesn't change a lot from when you first spray it until the deep dry down. It changes a little bit, but not much. It's sweet, it's creamy, it's all about, everybody else has said it's leather and lacquer that it's all about. Not for me at all. It's all about dates and honey and leather with some lacquer as kind of a backup. And honestly, I go by, my template for lacquer is Kikoma cherry, and I can see a little hint of it in here. There's a hint, it's a good one because there's a lot of moisture in this, but there's a hint of powderiness too, and I don't know if that's the lacquer or what, but it's mostly creamy, moist, beautiful, gorgeous, wet perfume. And everything is really well blended. But it's all about the dates, the honey, and the leathers to me. Like I said, with the lacquer background. Now, when it dries down, you know, maybe a little amber, maybe oud. I don't really get any oud. I don't get any chocolate either. I don't get any apple. So I'm not sure where that all comes into play. But it's irrelevant because it's... When it does dry down, it becomes a little less sweet and a little more woody, I will say. And I assume that must be from the oud, but this is a woody, not a sour woody or a medicinal woody or a carnal woody. It's just a woody. So it could be, you know, oak and cedar and stuff like that creating the woody note. I can't tell. Oud's in there by any way, shape, or form. But it does become slightly less sweet. When it starts off, it's pretty close to being very gourmand. It's pretty gourmand. It reminds me just a hint of pecan pie, because you've got that thick, rich, intensely delicious kind of a smell that comes out of not the nuts, not the pecans on top, but once you get into the bulk, the meat of the pecan pie is what I'm talking about. It reminds me just a little bit of that. It doesn't remind me of any other perfume that I have. I think this could be worn year-round, absolutely. It's not so sweet you couldn't wear it during warmer months. And I have been wearing it, and it's been in the 80s here, and it's been doing great. It does start to bloom a little bit, but not with the sweetness. It's with some of the other notes. I think the incense and the amber, and not really the leathers either. It must be the oud, the incense, and the amber. Those kind of notes start to bloom, and it gets a little bit of aromatic to it at that point. And so in that part, it does bloom, but it's not necessarily real sweet during that stage. So I had no issues with the summer, with the warm, not summer, but with the warm temperatures. It's very unisex. In fact, I think that the first half of it, or the first third of it, when it's that real gourmand, is the most feminine stage of it, but it really butches up with the dry down. This is a beauty. Oh my God. And I guess I do get a hint of cinnamon. There is a hint of spice in there. But it's just blended so well. And it's so good. It's so good. It is my favorite date perfume. I don't mean date night. I mean dates as far as the edible, little, but date. So anyway, it's sweet without being chewy. It's moist without being dripping because of that powdery, I think, lacum note in there. It has a hint of femininity to it, but it's really backed up by a very butch dry down. I shouldn't say very butch, but it butches it up quite a bit with the amber and some of those other notes. I don't really get oud or apple or anything, but like I said, it's all blended really well, so it's really hard for me to pick out any note other than the dates and the leather at the top and honey. But again, those are blended really well too. And look at this. Look at that pretty golden juice. And price is good, sprayer is good, cute little bottle, nice little cap. You can get it at Lucky Scent. I can't wait. Oh! I got another squeaker. Wonder if I could do all right, let's see what happens. Oh yeah, there we go. I could have a whole chorus of squeakers. Oh. And the dates, the dates and the honey remind me of something you would find in a really good pipe tobacco. Tobacco is not a note in here, and I don't necessarily smell tobacco, but because of the dates and the honey, it just reminds me of a type of tobacco. It just gives me that vibe. Oh my God. All right, well, that was Prin, Anatolia. If you like dates and leather and lacum and honey, you best check it out because it's pretty good stuff. It is, in my opinion, anyway. All right, well, anyway, you guys, thanks so much for being here. I can't even tell you how much I appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ding, ding, that bell. And, or don't, you know, do whatever suits you best. And anyway, use your own nose, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Peace!